guys, welcome to another video on this channel. We are actually doing a speed build today. We are working on a little beach house in Sulani. This is actually going to be part of a let's play that I'm doing. Essentially, I really haven't played with the Sims 4 packs, and I'm realizing that more and more, and I want to, even though, it's an older game and maybe people aren't super interested in those kind of things. I am, and this channel is for me, so that's what's happening. I really wanted to work on my building in The Sims 4 because in Sims 2 I've got it down, but in this game I do struggle. So I was just trying to get the look of this house right because it's a very interesting little beach house. I wanted something small, realistic, but not crazy, because my intentions are to do a let's play of saving Sulani with the Sim who's going to live in here. The Sim is going to be one of our October Cast Challenge Sims. You can probably guess who it was already, or who it is already, but definitely leave your guesses in the comments down below to see if you're right, who is going to actually save Sulani. There's a lot of me fiddling with pillars and posts because the original house was on pillars, and it had this kind of beachy look to it. I actually didn't struggle with the roof this time like I normally do. There was an extra bit that I decided not to put in. I did struggle with my camera, but I feel like that's par for the course for me. I'm really happy with how the roof turned out. Like, I know it's so basic and simple, but with the porches and everything like that, like, it looks realistic. It looks like a house that could exist. It doesn't look unnatural or like it would fall apart at the first gust of wind. And I'm just really, really satisfied with it. Plus, like, her front steps are right onto the beach. Oh, I said her. So it's gonna be a female Sim, spoiler alert. I had a hard time finding a door, like, a hard time. That big tall door is more accurate to my inspiration photo, but at the end of the day I hated it, so I end up not going with it, but I think it changed out later. It just is too big for the beach house vibe. These were gigantic too. I didn't expect them to be that big. I was really happy to find those windows because the windows in the inspiration house were orange on the outside and like a yellowy on the inside, so that was really close. I had a hard time with the window upstairs because it didn't look right. Like, it looked right in the real building, but everything I tried just didn't look like how I wanted it to. I did want to do the huge sliding glass doors on the patio. That one that I have there now is more accurate, but I loved the big ones, and they matched really well, so I went ahead and put them in. Realism, I don't know her. Actually, I do. Like, that makes more sense than what was there before. And then I use these kind of shuttery blind things. Just upstairs, so there's more light in there. I put these really big windows there just because I feel like you'd want to see some of, like, the rocks and the plants, and you can see the ocean from there. And I figured it'd be a really nice breakfast nook. Because this is such a tiny house, the struggle is real for the layout. Spoiler alert, the ladder that I placed it wrong. They can't actually use it, so I had to move it during gameplay. Also, let me know if I should upload this to the gallery. I definitely can. I just wasn't sure if you're able to do that with houses Sims have lived in, and I did already move the Sim in. I think you can, but definitely let me know. I love this bright wallpaper. There's a little bit of CC. Oh, would it be me if my phone was not going off? and babysitting a kitten, and his owner is very worried about it. He's so cute though, he's so small. There I go, I changed the door. But he's so small, he's the smallest thing, and I'm used to having my big cats, so I'm just like, he's this tiny. I really liked these counters. The idea I had for this was a sim who wants to be eco-friendly, but it's really hard, and so they try their best. They're also really interested in tiny living, and that was kind of my inspiration to keep the house so small. But I had a lot of trouble with the cabinets because there's no cabinets that match those, which is annoying. You'll watch me mess with them. I end up going with those yellow ones. And then I had this tiny fridge, which I loved. And then this makes me so mad that I can't use that on a counter, that little stovetop microwave. It's not functional if it's on a counter, which maybe I'm doing something wrong, but yeah, it doesn't work. I did the recycle bin. That actually, this trash can here is actually from the Star Wars pack, and I end up using it. It looks like one of those big plastic barrels, and my idea was the sim repurposed it into a trash can. Like, everything about this little place is repurposed or reclaimed or something. Like, I feel like the sim that lives here didn't really buy a ton of things brand new. They either made the stuff or got it secondhand. I struggle with this big porch bit for a while before I decide it's too big. Because there were supposed to be some chairs, but yeah, it was too big. Too big. Too much. But those chairs are like a perfect match to the inspiration photo, which I'm happy with. What else am I doing? I don't really do a lot of landscaping. Which I'm thinking about it now. No, I'm not gonna go back. I'm like thinking, I'm like, maybe I should go back and put some trees and some plants, but no. She's already pretty broke after what I did. I wanted it to all look, again, like reclaimed, but also tiny living, and the few things that she did have, I wanted to have be multi-purpose. So like this TV stand that's also a stereo. And I wanted there to be, I really liked that. I ended up removing it, but yeah. I forgot to put a door in. Just me making sure it matches. I had to use the tiles. I had to. I love them so much. They're so pretty. The sim here that lives here does love a good bright color. I put that outside to wash dishes, and they do actually use it, which is nice. I was trying to find like an eco toilet, and I think I was just skipping over it, but I just went with that one. I wanted to use eco shower, but it didn't work, so I ended up using this one. Just a quick medicine cabinet. Obviously, I need to put the toilet paper roll. What else are we doing? I think this is where I put in the office area. I was selecting a couple different packs that had like the right feeling. Oh, there is a tiny little kitten on my desk. Hi, little one. I don't know how he got onto my desk, because he's literally the tiniest little thing. Both my cats are obsessed. Oh, bye, little one. Yeah, so I wanted to put an office area in. I figure since we're saving Sulani, we do need a place to work. I also like the idea that this sim was really into, you know, a lot of different hobbies, like one of those people that picks up hobbies, drops them, picks up, like, they do a lot of things, but it's like jack of all trades, master of none. So I wanted them to do yoga and be interested in archaeology and meditation and just like a lot of different things. So that's why I put the archaeology table in there as well. And knitting, I just wanted them to have a lot of like hobbies. Because I like the idea of it. I like the idea of this cluttered little house with just all of this hobby stuff just thrown everywhere. Yes, mandolin. I'm just chucking a bunch of stuff upstairs because I know I don't have a lot of room. Gave them a camera, guitar. I thought about giving them a fish, but I feel like they would think it was cruel. Just because you're not supposed to keep fish in those tiny little bowls. Spoiler alert. But then I was like, oh, I've got the big aquariums. I like the dartboard. It does go away. I was going to give them a tortoise, but then I was like, this is a desert thing. So they get a leopard gecko. Because obviously there must be pets. I was so mad. I wanted the bike to lean against the porch and it was just not having it. I wanted to keep the boxing thing there, but spoiler alert, it doesn't work and I do end up removing it. There's a couple things that once I started playing I had to take out. I wanted to put one of these floaties because they're cool. And a fish trap. Wash tub, which, such a mistake. Laundry in The Sims is like a nightmare. I didn't realize. But I already put it there, and so I'm just gonna have to power through it. And now there's a tiny kitten on my table. Sorry, I'm so distracted. He just got here like an hour ago. So yeah, I'm putting up recycle things, just lots of stuff to do. I feel like this is a sim that really wants to stay busy and has a lot of energy. The fire pit, the dew collectors. Like, I feel like they really want to do well and they mean well, but sometimes it doesn't always work out. Side note, you know what's so annoying about these is when you pick them back up, like, they go up a level. So I usually just have to delete them and then go buy new ones. I wanted wind turbines. I've heard that if you paint them black, birds avoid them, so that's why they're always black in most of my videos. I don't know how true that is, but it also fits my vibe. I really wanted to put a telescope in, but I didn't. I do end up taking that sailboat out. I might get them a canoe later, just realistically, they'd need something. Laptop there. iPod. Definitely want fire alarm. I don't know why that clock is so gigantic. It's unnecessarily big. Put a fan in. I love that little galaxy thing. I wanted to put a phone somewhere, but it was just not working out. So, spoiler alert, that gets deleted. I was trying to find a coffee table and it was really hard. I ended up with going with this one. But like, it was unnecessarily hard to find one that would fit in that space. And then I didn't like the colors, but needed a bookshelf. Which I didn't know where to put it, and I wanted to put it on the fridge, which, another spoiler, then you can't use the fridge, so I had to move it. But that's what playtesting is for. I like that rug because it really matches that mural wallpaper that I used. I thought about playing around and having a whole bunch of them, but it looks too cluttered and I ended up taking them out. Simple little IKEA rug there. I didn't really have the right light for this. It was supposed to be like a wicker light, and I didn't really have one, but I had the netted one, which is just as good. Just trying to pick out some different lights now for the inside. See, like those are basket, but it's like multiple ones. Didn't work. I don't know why I was so into the idea of like multiple lights being above the desk, but I was. That is also from the Star Wars pack. It looks like sculpturesque, and so that's why I was like, okay, we'll put that there. Because I didn't want it to be too hokey, you know? I do have to get rid of that skeleton later, due to the mentioned ladder issue. I did decide to ditch the bonsai though. There's only so many things. The bat I put in because, I don't know about you, but as a female that lives alone, you need a bat. Wanted to put a surfboard. Of course she's gonna have a surfboard. Keep giving myself away. It's definitely a female sim, but of course she's gonna have a surfboard. She's right on the beach. I wish that they could surf. That would be awesome. I know there's a surfing mod for Sims 2, but nothing for this game. I also wish the sizing up wasn't quite so gigantic, small, gigantic. So like if there was like a medium size, if that makes sense. So right now they just like size up and they're just huge, or they're like it just doesn't fit. It's like with the rugs and the paintings. I was gonna put a bunch of postcards there, but then I liked the mirror better. Wanted to change the roof to the solar panel ones. And this is me yanking out a lot of the clutter that I put there. I wanted that table because it looks like a woodworking bench, like you're working on it, and I like the idea that she built her own house from just reclaimed materials. I love that wallpaper. It's so great. I didn't really know what to do about the bed. I think I end up going with that one. Because it looks really cozy and it looks kind of homemade a little bit. Like feasibly she could have made all those blankets and stuff. I hate that that doesn't go on an end table. I really wish it did. There's lights in. All the lights. It was kind of hard with the giant sliding glass doors to, and then those shades to kind of put in like a wardrobe and things like that. Sorry, I'm distracted by the kitten again. They're playing. It's so cute. Okay. I love this big white shaggy rug. Absolutely necessary. I decided to put two dressers just because it looked uneven. I really didn't want to use those ones, but that's what we had to do. Yeah, we're almost done with the build. So let me know what you think. I had a lot of fun building it. And definitely any comments, suggestions down below, especially who you think is going to live here. And yeah, I will see you in the next one.